What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and today we have another video for you. Now on the channel we have talked about American Airlines and American Airlines credit cards quite a bit. It's one of our favorite domestic airlines. We have a couple different videos on the American Airlines cards issued by Citibank, and we've talked a few times about American Airlines' new loyalty points based status program. But American Airlines also has another card issuer with some pretty good cards, and today I want to do quick reviews on both of those, and that issuer is Barclays. But first, if you are returning to the channel and you are a subscriber, I appreciate you. If you are new to the channel, we talk about credit cards, points, miles, cashback and rewards, travel and crypto assets. If you're interested in that sort of thing, slap that subscribe button. If you get, at any time you get any value at all from this video, hit that like button. It will absolutely help us with the YouTube algorithm, and it'll get this information out to other people who can possibly use it to enrich themselves. Also, notice that we do have an Instagram and a Facebook page. On our Instagram, we post a lot of travel pictures and funny memes. On the Facebook page, we will post some news, these videos of course, and some other stuff. So if you have time, check us out on socials. Also guys, in the description below, we have links to just about everything from credit cards to shopping portals, and we even have a link on how to get super cheap flights. If you get time, check us out, support the channel. Now, I know your time is super valuable and I don't sell anything, so I'm gonna get right to it. Let's take a deep dive into the Barclays American Airlines card. First card we're gonna talk about is the AAdvantage Aviator Red World Elite MasterCard. That is a mouthful, and you have probably seen this card at a lot of airports with a lot of advertising. I know at DFW, you can't move 2 steps without a giant Barclays Red Aviator sign right in your face. So does this card have a bonus? Yes, and it has a very interesting bonus, and it's talked about quite a bit, and it is widely regarded as one of the best bonuses in the airline cards group. The card has a 50,000 American Airline mile bonus for simply paying the annual fee and completing one purchase. That's right. Pay the annual fee, go buy a Gatorade, and you will have 50,000 American Airlines miles, which in my opinion are very valuable. I value American Airlines miles at around 1.6 to 1.8 cents per point. Very valuable if you ask me. Now, there have also been some reports of the annual fee being waived, especially at airports or actually on flights. So if that's the case, that's a really good bonus. Now, what does this card earn? Well, sadly, airline cards generally aren't going to be your best earners, and this one kind of follows suit. This card is going to earn 2 times miles on American Airlines purchases and 1 mile on everything else. Probably not going to be your daily driver, except in cases that we'll talk about a little bit later. This card has a $99 annual fee. For most instances, it's not waived in the first year. If you can get it waived in the first year, that's awesome. Now, what are the benefits of this card? Now, this card will give you a $25 back in Wi-Fi purchases on a yearly basis. So pretty cool if Wi-Fi is something you normally purchase on your American Airlines flights. This card also gives the user 25% statement credit on in-flight purchases. So if you do buy drinks and things like that, you'll get 25% back. This card comes with an anniversary companion certificate. Now this is how this works. Each anniversary year, you can earn a companion ticket, and that companion ticket would cost $99 plus taxes and fees, and you're eligible for this companion ticket after spending $20,000 in the year and renewing your card. Now, before the new loyalty program, that benefit didn't make much sense to me, but now that you earn loyalty points towards status just from your credit card spend, this benefit gets a little more interesting. Card has some more benefits, some more valuable benefits. You get your first checked bag for free, and that includes up to 4 people in your party. Now, I think checked bags are around $30 each way, so those checked bags add up very quickly. You can save a ton of money. You'll be in preferred boarding, and I think it's group 5. It doesn't seem like that big of a benefit because you will only be getting on board right before the everybody else category. Now, what that means though is you are a lot less likely to run out of overhead space. If you have ever been on a small American Airlines flight and they run out of overhead space and they have to gate check your bag, it's actually possible for them to lose that bag without that bag ever even going anywhere. Trust me, it's happened to me with a car seat. Don't know how it happens, but being in preferred boarding in Group 5 is a good benefit. This card has no foreign transaction fees, and it does come with some different travel coverages. And it also includes a 0% intro APR on the first 15 months. Now, normally on the channel, we don't recommend ever carrying a balance on any of your credit cards, but we also know life happens, and we also know that sometimes you need credit to fund certain things. So if you are in that position, 15 months of no interest is a great benefit as long as you pay it off. So I think that card is really good, and it definitely has a place in some of our wallets. Let's move on to the second card that you can apply for directly with Barclays, and that's the AAdvantage Aviator World Elite Business MasterCard. Now, I do want to note before I continue any further, there are some data points, some of them are even recent, that Barclays may report business credit cards to the personal bureaus. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. Now, does this card have a bonus? This card has a very interesting bonus, and I really like this bonus. You can earn up to 70,000 AAdvantage bonus miles. You'll earn 60,000 bonus miles after spending $1,000 on the card within the first 90 days. Super easy to do. You'll earn an additional 10,000 miles after a purchase made on an employee card. So if your wife or significant other is your assistant, all they have to do is make one purchase and you'll get 10,000 miles, which in my opinion, like I said before, very valuable. Very good bonus. What does this card earn? Well, this card is a little bit better than the red Aviator. This card will earn 2 AAdvantage miles on American Airlines purchases, 2 AAdvantage miles on office supply store purchases, telecoms, cell phones, and car rental merchants. So you may have the additional ability to earn a little bit more bonus miles, but still not great earner. 1 American Airlines miles on every other purchase. Now this card earns a 5% American Airline mile bonus on your anniversary. So however many miles you have earned in the year, you'll get a 5% bonus at the end of the year. That's kind of cool. This card has an annual fee of $95. Now let's see if the benefits outweigh that $95 annual fee. First check bag for free, once again, for you and up to 4 people in your party. I think if you are using that benefit and you are checking bags, you will get way more benefit than $95 out of that benefit, for sure. This card comes with another companion certificate type program, and this is good for 1 guest for $99 plus taxes and fees each year after your account anniversary, if you've spent $30,000 or more on eligible purchases. So like we said before, that benefit was not very interesting before the new loyalty points based status program. Now that you can earn status through credit card spend, there's a chance that might be a little more interesting. Again, with this card, you will get preferred boarding, Group 5, like we talked about before, not a bad benefit. This card also has the 25% statement credit on in-flight purchases, no foreign transaction fees, and the good part about this card is employee cards are free. That's really good. So at the end of the day, guys, I think both of these cards are definitely worth it, and I think they are valuable, but I want to talk about at least 2 drawbacks with Barclays. And it's pretty much why I have not talked about Barclays cards, and I have not talked about American Airlines cards from Barclays as much as the city versions. It is possible Barclays has a 624 rule, meaning if you have opened more than 6 credit card accounts in the last 24 months, you will most likely be automatically disapproved for this card. They do have a reconsideration line, and it is a huge pain in the butt to use that reconsideration line, and their customer service is fairly poor in my opinion. Now also, it is very possible that the business card will somehow report to your personal credit. There have been a lot of recent data points that business cards are reporting to personal credit, and I have seen reports of this for at least the last couple years, off and on. Barclays does not seem to be super consistent, and I don't think that we can say with absolute certainty that their business cards will not report to your personal credit, if that even matters to you. Now, the last thing I will say about the Barclays American Airlines cards, you do run the possibility of having an extreme nightmare getting the bonus to appear on your American Airlines account. I ended up getting the red Aviator card a couple years ago, and like we talked about, one purchase, you get the bonus. A couple months went by, it was not reporting to my American Airlines account. I called Barclays. They said it was an American Airlines issue. I called American Airlines and they said it was 100% a Barclays issue. Now, those two would not speak to each other, so I ended up doing a 2-week-long crusade of every day calling both, and I finally got my American Airlines miles to appear on my American Airlines account about 3 weeks later. It was a huge pain in the butt, and it kind of left a sour taste in my mouth as far as Barclays as an issuer, because their customer service was really poor. But if that's not important to you, I think these are two great cards with two great bonuses and plenty of benefits. Now that concludes our review on the two American Airlines cards, but I do want to remind you guys that American Airlines has a shopping portal. Now, using their shopping portal and their dining program will get you closer to status with American Airlines because it will build up your loyalty points. If you're not chasing status, I recommend using Rakuten as a great cashback shopping portal for all your retail shopping. The cool thing about Rakuten is you can opt to earn American Express membership rewards points in lieu of cashback. Now, we do have a link below. If you use our link and sign up for Rakuten, you'll get $30 cash back in your very first purchase, and the channel will benefit. So guys, if you have stayed around all the way to the end, thank you.